I've got a really lovely card done in really soft lilac colors. I think this is so pretty. I'm going to show you how to do some inking to get a really nice soft look in them. We'll be using several of the products here. The Amazing Sentiments. That's a clear stamp set by Creative Expressions. The focal element comes from our frames and tags, our rose oval. We're going to be using the Samantha from the frames and tag, kind of in the background, but it adds a little bit of detail. And same thing with this corner from the Indonesian collection, Border and Corners. So I've already done a little bit of cutting. I've done 3 of the corners. So what we're going to do is pop the last one into place and cut it. And I'm just going to sort of line that up equidistant into that corner. And then we're also going to be using the decorative die from the center of the Samantha die. And I'm going to pop that across. Actually, I'll tell you what, we'll cut this one first. Bring that over. There we go. That out carefully, pop that back onto our plate. So I've got all 4 corners now cut. So now we'll bring this one in and line that up, and it'll cut really nicely around those corners, not with the other one in place, however. So we need, there's my tape. Just get that centered nicely. And if you just sort of look at it on all those corners, you can kind of see where it needs to go. Pop that into place. Run that through. Okay. And bring in our tool-in-one to take out the extra bits. Okay. And pop that back onto our magnetic sheets, and we'll do a little tidying there. So you can see I've got a really pretty decorative background going. Now what I want to do is add some color to the background with some color clouds. So I'm going to bring this over. I've got a piece here that is, I'll give you a quick measurement, 5 3/4 square, yes. And I'm going to use the Chic Viola color cloud with a smoothie. And we're just going to bring in a bit of color all the way around. Now these color clouds are designed to stay wet a little longer, so the blending is beautiful with them. So I'm going to go ahead and lay down some edge color, a little bit heavier into the corners. Okay. Go around and get all of my edges here. You can see it just blends beautifully. You don't end up with any sort of hard edge at all. There we go. A little bit extra into the corners. Smooth that out. There we go. So what you can do is you can also bring your piece back in and just see if it lays exactly where you want it to. I like the way that there's just a softness to it. I'm just going to add a tiny bit heavier around the edge here, just to bring in a little more color. There we go. There we go. Nice. Like that. And because it stays wet a little bit longer, what we want to do is give it a quick dry with our heat tool. There we go. That should do the trick. And we can also, if need be, just pop an anti-static over there to take some of the moisture out. That'll make gluing to it much, much easier. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this piece on. Let me see a couple little bits that still need to be popped out. Just look it over really well. I think that's good. And I'll do some gluing with some spray glue just to get all the little bits, and then we'll add a tiny bit of wet glue because it's stronger that way. So I'll put that in the middle and then around some of the more open areas here. Line that up so we have a nice little border showing from outside the edge. There we go. Okay. Pop that onto, actually let's bring this in first. Going to create another little background for it. And I need my double-sided tape. So what I'm going to do is put double-sided tape all the way around the edge here. So you want to pull off a piece that's long enough so you can hold on to it. Lay that down, just carefully lay that down. Make sure it's touching. Another one along the edge. There we go, and just lightly run your finger over the top of that. There. You can also use some pieces of your sticky adhesive sheets if you have some long pieces that you've kept from extra cutoff edges. You can use that as well. And then we're going to just take the extra bits off, and I like to go all one direction using the edge of the card to keep that nice and straight, and then turn it over and do the other side. Everybody's got their own method. Whatever works for you is fine. There we go. And one of the other products that we have that's brand new is called Ice Flake, and I really like this, and I wanted to bring some of this in on the card because I think it's a gorgeous little embellishment. So I'm just going to sprinkle some along there, and it's basically like a very large ice snow particle. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just do all four sides, and then we'll do some burnishing. Go. In fact, I can probably just get all the rest up here. A little bit right in that corner there. Because it's a larger particle, you're going to want to work that into those areas of the tape. Take off the extra bit. And you're going to have extra along the edge. No sense in wasting that. Okay, let's tidy that up a bit, and then we can, there we go. There we go. And just do some burnishing. There'll be a few bits around the edge that are kind of stuck half on and off, but we're going to put another piece over that so it won't show. So I'm going to bring in my backing. I've gone ahead and done some piercing on the white layer. I've added a layer of the iris card to match what will be my focal element. We'll pop that into place like that. And then this piece here, can add just a little bit of mounting foam. Add that in the middle. There we go. Pop that in there so you get that really pretty iced flake edge showing out. So now we'll move to our focal element. So I've gone ahead and cut the rose oval out of the iris card. So I'll go ahead and put that into place. I'm just going to go across it. Yeah. So you can see a little bit of the Samantha dye just peeking out to give some detail. And I've done the inside here out of white. Now I'm going to attach it over my sentiment there with a little bit of spray glue. And you can either bring the dye back in and cut the outside edge together, or I find with an oval, it's a fairly easy shape. I can actually do it even quicker if I just run my scissors under the edge a little bit as I go around. So it's totally your call on which you'd prefer to do. There we go. Just gives a really pretty decorative sentiment there. Bit of mounting foam on the back of that one. And lines up perfectly in the center there. And you have it. Isn't that gorgeous? Now I would just add a few decorative pearls to the corner, maybe to the die cut to finish it off. Easily done, but I just love the way the color cloud just peeks out from the corners. So pretty. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. Don't forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and when new ones are loaded, you'll be the first to learn of them.